Hi guys, welcome back. 1884 Stitchery. It's been a few weeks and I am so happy to finally sit down and make some time for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am back from my week-long trip to Utah, beautiful state, never had been. And working hard, long hours here in my office. The other day was 16 hours. Yeah. You know it's bad when you start accumulating dishes in your office, because basically the only time you leave is to go to the bathroom, refill your coffee cup, or you get food delivered to your office. Tuesday night, Joe took the boys out Taco Tuesday, and he knows to bring me back chips and pico de gallo. Yeah, that container's stuck around in here, I think, for like a good 24 hours. Could have totally picked it up and taken it out, but no. So yeah, the other day I was like, okay, I got 3 coffee cups here in my office. That's just ridiculous. But I have put up some amazing new inventory on 1884. So I'm on my phone, otherwise I would scroll and tell you guys. So I'm gonna look off to the side because this is where I have the new inventory piled up. Mill Hill bead kits. Well, actually, this, I'll come back around because I made a whole list and I don't want to jump back and forth, so I'm just going to go in order that is on the notes. Stick with the notes. You probably won't go wrong. Kind of cloudy-ish day. We've had some kind of random clouds that have dropped a little bit of rain. Nothing crazy. It's more of that like bullshit rain that when your car's out and then it just totally shows how dirty your car is. Yeah, that kind of rain. We didn't get any of the rain from Hillary that hit California. It kind of missed us. So we like to joke, kind of this whole neighborhood here jokes that we have this umbrella we must be under, because you will see monsoon storms coming, watching the radar, and then it's like it goes and then it like parts around us and then connects and goes. A lot of people say that it's because we live next to the mountains and so it must mess something up. Who knows? It's crazy though. So yeah, we got no rain from that, even though other parts of Arizona not too far got, you know, random storms. But when I was in Utah, got a few days of rain, which was okay because love a good rainstorm. But yeah, today is kind of cloudy, and so that's why I have this window open, my shutter, just to kind of give a little more light. I would have set up my ring light, but then it's like I start getting boob sweat and it's just crazy. So hopefully this is enough light. All right. First on the list, fully finished objects. So last video I had showed you guys I had finished Elizabeth pile. This is from Of Female Worth. Now, I altered the chart somewhat. I stitched this big vase to be centered underneath the wording. Only did the 2 top, floral basket arrangements, bouquets, but I did not stitch the similar bouquets that go here and here. And then I altered because it shows Elizabeth pile in the year underneath, and I just moved that up. And I'm happy I did, because as I was looking in my closet of frames, which, okay, I found this. I don't know, it's a tray. Thrift store, I don't know, someone's stash, couldn't tell you. But when I measured it out and thought it's gonna fit, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. The gold tone handles, just really, really nice. So yeah, as I was going through my closet of frames, I realized, girl, you got way too many. So I actually downsized, and I have a whole donation pile now going. I think I have like, it was embarrassing, you guys. I think I got rid of like 20 frames of all different sizes. Because, I mean, the last few times I have found, if I frame things up, I've either taken them in to get professionally done, or depending on what it is, it goes in my junk journal, or whatever. So it was like, okay, enough with the frame collecting, cool your tits. Really pare down and only keep the ones you absolutely love. So that's what I did. Changed some stuff around in my closet. Ugh, I need to said it for a long time, like a broken record, do a tour of my office. I'm happy that's done. Okay. Next up, I had also finished Salem Village. This was primitive needle, and absolutely love the frame with the wood sort of grainy cut work. And I love it how it all framed up. So I actually like that the frame touches the very bottom black line and the very top black line, and then there's a little space on either side. I did not use the called for colors. If you remember, I started and stitched the majority of this when we were in Colorado this past summer. Yeah, I just love. So framed it up myself. I did a couple layers of batting because this doesn't have any glass, but I do some batting just so it sort of, let's see, just kind of pops out a little bit. And then I use construction paper, scrapbook heavy duty paper to close up the back, do some tape along the sides and hold it down, and then I do a little card here, Salem Village by Primitive Needle. I sign my name and the month and the year. Yeah. You know when you tell your husband to do something and he totally hears you, he totally acknowledges you. Oh, okay, honey, yeah, absolutely. But then you have to remind him about said thing weeks later. So I wanted to put more shelves up, and I've told him a couple times. I reminded him again today. So he said, after I get back from the gym and the kids, then you tell me where to make holes. And I was like, done. So this will be going on one of the shelves. I bought similar shelves like these white IKEA ones, where I can just lean stuff up. I'm gonna put it on the wall as you come into my office. Is that a delivery? I don't want anything. So yeah, that'll be going up on the shelf. Make sure to follow me on 1884 Stitchery on Facebook and Instagram, because I put up photos, nonsense. If you want to follow my personal page, Stitching in Sequins, I put even I put up even more random stuff. All right, so those two. All right, next. I made a note here, so I'm just gonna go right down my note sheet. Grace Notes fabric. I had brought back yards and yards of Grace Notes fabric from the New Jersey retreat. I had them up for about a week, 2 weeks, for those interested that wanted full yard cuts. The ones that did not sell, then I relisted, cut them into smaller. So if you were looking for some gorgeous Grace Notes fabric, I think they're fat quarters. You check in the description, I write all of the measurements. So Grace Notes fabric, you go under the More tab at the top of 1884 Stitchery, and you will see a whole ton of drop-down menus. It's FedEx. Everything is listed. So I have it by designer. If it's Blackbird Designs or Birds of a Feather, which I do have charts of, I have a whole tab just says samplers. I have a whole tab that just says fabric, and they're all alphabetized. If you click on the fabric tab, you will see the fabric that I have for sale right now, ready to go, no waiting. Everything ships out within 24 hours. Shepherd's Bush, Victoria Sampler. I've put up threads. I have a whole thread. It says it's just threads. Threads and accoutrements is the tab, or it's threads and something. I have Soie de Gire I just put up for $3.50. Yeah, try to find that. Classic Colorworks. Yeah. $2 charts. You guys know I love my $2 charts, and you guys love them too, so check that out. All right. Tomorrow is September 1st. Where the hell has this year gone? Everyone says it every year. Every year. Every year somebody says, why did this month go by so fast? I can't believe it's already halfway through the year. Oh my God, it's already fall. So if you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to say it. How the hell is it already September tomorrow? So if you are scrambling and trying to find something to work on for Sampler September, I got you. I got you. New releases. Margaret Walker, 1786. This is from Threads of Gold. 126 by 252. I'm sorry for the lighting. All DMC. She stitched this when she was 7. Not gonna bash her. She's not here to defend herself. But yeah, I think it's really cute. Small, petite. The Blue Bell Sampler, 1850. This is from Of Female Worth, one of the 6 design companies that I own. 141 by 150. DMC. Now there are some specialty stitches for this. Let me push it up a little closer. So dividing band 1, there are eyelets, which you can sub out for regular cross stitches. Alphabet 2, some of the letters are eyelets. Again, you don't need to do that. A couple more eyelet stitches, you don't need to do those. And 4-sided stitches. So definitely the specialty stitches that are asked for this, you can sub out to regular cross stitches. I'm not going to come to your house. I'm not going to blacklist you from 1884. It's okay. But yeah, I just thought it was just really cute. You could do it, I mean, change up the colors. So yeah, I think it's just really fun. Erwin, don't bite me. you want to come up here? Come here. Oh, come here. You can tell people hi. Eloise, you can't go over there, so you got to sit right here for now. Lucy Dunning. Got piles. 1811. This too is from Threads of Gold. So this is the, if you, oh nope, purchased the older copy, I have recharted it. No, it's not hand drawn. It's computered. Oh, some of it is hand drawn. No, I guess not. Just really tiny symbols. So, out with that updated gorgeousness. Lucy Dunning. 289 by 282 DMC eyelets, and then the over one areas, the name, the verse, the trees, the stags, the woman in the middle down in the hole, but yeah, really stunning piece. That was really fun to chart up, seeing all the little details. And finally, another of female worth, Harriet Eliza Saxton sampler. Some of you had been requesting this from me, so I charted it up and it's coming to you guys. 2 DMC colors, so 815 and 3033. It's 288 by 72. There's no over one, but how great would that be? Changing up the colors, any colored fabric. Yeah. All the charts I just showed, Margaret, Bluebell, Dunning, and Saxton. Remember, PDF, paper copies. But yeah, if none of those interest you, then click on the Samplers tab on the drop-down menu and look, because I have amazing one-off samplers. Something might catch your eye. So yeah. All right. Let's talk about, oh, okay. So let's talk about, let's just do this since I have it in my hand. I have a finish and it was super fun because it was out of my normal, what I do. And I think out of the norm for a lot of people. You don't see it a whole lot. So I came across this chart. I just thought it was just really cute. Summer Berries. It's an older chart because it's from Gentle Arts, 94. And I thought, okay, that's cute. So I was listing fabric from when I went to Reno. I gotta fix this blanket. I was uploading some of that fabric a couple weeks ago, and I came across this piece of fabric, and I thought, I've never stitched on 9 count. Yes, 9. Single digit, 9 count. Hey, I have that cute little Summer Berries. I'm going to stitch that on 9 count. Why not? So, that's what I did. All 6 strands of DMC, and it was really fun. And then I was thinking, oh God, how much you do like a sampler though on 9 count 1, it'd be like a freaking wallpaper tapestry up on your wall. but how much DMC would go through. So, because I went through a good amount just on like that darker pink and the green, having to use, yeah, 6 strands. So, you know, if you got any 9 count or you're looking for 9 count, bust out a small chart and do it. Change it up. So, not sure how I'm going to finish this off. Maybe just one of the frames I have and set it up on the shelf that Joe will be putting up for me today. So I am going to do a giveaway for this chart, Summer Berries. So use the word summer in your comment, and when I do my next video, I will pick somebody and mail this to you worldwide. Does not matter. And maybe I'll throw in a couple extra surprises. All right. I've written down Florida inventory. So if you do follow me on my IG or Facebook, I have posted photos of 6 huge containers of inventory that I had purchased from a shop in Florida. Owner retired. The new owner got in touch with me. She is making the store predominantly needle points, so she wants to get rid of the cross stitch. It is Radish. The new name of the place is called Radish Roots. So give that a Google and go in and check it out. So yeah, Mary and I chit-chatted, and we did Zoom one day and went around what was in the store, and I said yay or nay and packed it all up, and it's in my possession. So that is what I have been listing since Sunday. Saturday I got back from Utah. Sunday I started posting some of it and have been and will today. So some of the inventory I've already put up. Mill Hill bead kits, Elizabeth needlework designs, a slew of charts of different designers, Heart and Hand charts, the little, small ones, which are perfect, Bent Creek, and then I got about 600 skeins of Soie de Gire silk. So the other day I spent time separating it, organizing it by numbers, like, okay, these are all the 600s, these are all the 1400 ones. So starting to slowly upload those, so if you're looking for those. And then a ton of fabric, 32 counts, 28 counts, some are hand dyed, linen, Joblin, amazing stuff. So I'm going to continue listing amazing stuff from those containers. I've made the decision that I need to take over our spare guest room. So I need to take pictures of the bed, try to sell it, the headboard, everything. And then buy more of the 5 shelf wire shelving units and put them in what I've now dubbed the warehouse. So, because it's getting a little out of control. Right now the containers are lined up and I'm working out of them from the dining room, which just makes my OCD go crazy because I want all this stuff behind a door all organized in one room, laid out so I can see. So yeah, so I'll be posting photos of that room's transformation. So yeah, I'm excited to do all that. All right, 1884 has a new look. Yes. So I get stash, uploading, inventory. You could show me a font or a corner of a chart and I could tell you the designer, right? And a lot of them all have, you know, a very specific look. I'm looking at Plum Street samplers, right? Logo, name, banner, the same look. And I decided I wanted that for the charts that I release that are not associated with one of the 6 companies that I own. So I was talking to Arlene and told her my thoughts and put some sketches together, and I always was going back to the very first sketch, the very first layout sketch that I had. Clean, simple, easy to read, no frills, easy to recognize who the, you know, that it's 1884. Meaningful also as well, because 1884, whole family backstory on that, the tattoo. So I knew I wanted some sort of emblem or design up at the very top of the layout. The very first thing that came to mind were the tiles that are lining, or tiles that are at the Royal Hawaiian in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's known as the Pink Hotel. Very famous, very well known. So my great-grandfather, grandma's side, he was in charge of the tile work there. So that was sort of the first image, that tile design that came to mind when I was kind of deciding what I wanted the overall look to be. I had taken pictures of those when we were in Hawaii a couple years ago, sent them Arlene, told her. So she came back to me and blew me out of the water. So this is 1884's new look. So any design that I have under my 1884 exclusives will now be printed and shipped out in PDFs with this brand new look. So the original 1884 Stitchery logo down at the bottom, that is my grandfather's handwriting. The same that is tattooed here. Wanted just some simple lines, and then up at the top is the flowers and leaves from the tile work, and I will actually insert a photo of my inspiration. So yeah, I said I just wanted, you know, a sliver of that and placed up at the top, and how all the now 1884 Stitchery exclusives will be printed out and sent out. So for example, here's Plantation Sampler as well. So she has been slowly converting them and sending them to me, and yeah, absolutely love it. And yeah, so all right, next up I just wrote down Utah trip. Amazing, so much fun. Hit up 2 stores. So the first store that I hit up was Stitchery Express. That's owned by Cindy. It is found in Clearfield, Utah. Fabrics galore. And the fabric that she does carry is Fabric Flare. So you can find her store on Facebook. She has a website, so check that out. She doesn't necessarily have like a storefront, like brick and mortar, but if you probably give her a few days heads up that you're going to be in town, she might open up the warehouse for you and you can go crazy in there. From there, went to Shepherd's Bush. They're in Ogden, Utah. I bought some stuff, and so included this cute little needle. Adorable little store. Again, Shepherd's Bush is, you know, one of the top handful of stores that people always rave about. That's kind of on their bucket list when they're traveling. Owner's super, super nice, well organized. Oh my God, the models, you guys, were amazing. So much inspiration. You just wanted to grab a pattern, thread, and fabric and just sit and start stitching. I've never stitched a Shepherd's Bush design, but it's really made me think I need to go through my inventory and maybe pull one that sort of catches my eye. And the stockings, you guys, the stockings they're so known for, those were amazing. So yeah, check out both of those if you are in Utah. And what was really nice, they were like 15-20 minutes from each other, so totally completely doable doing them both in one day. All right, so you're like, McKenna, you were gone all summer and you already had to leave again. Yes. So the day that I left on the 20th was actually 4 years since my dad had died. Yeah, 4 years already. Some of you have been with me since before. Some of you have been with me since around that time. I was very open and honest and showed the good and the bad with that whole journey with my dad on IG, which is usually not seen because people like to post, you know, just the good stuff, you know, puppies and kittens on IG. But I showed the good and the bad. So yeah, I told Joe, I said, I'm gonna go somewhere new that I've never been, and there's a couple cross stitch stores and I'm just gonna do my thing. So he's like, all right. But it was good. It was a good recharge. I don't know what the hell I was recharging from. It was just a good six days away. And thought about my dad a lot, and thought about, you know, the things that he's missed out on with the boys growing, or getting business advice, or having him see what I've turned 1884 into all by myself. You know, just those, we all have that once you know, lose a parent or somebody close. Doesn't matter who you've lost, a friend. You just hope, you know, can they see what I'm doing? I mean, I hope my dad doesn't see everything that I'm doing, especially when I go to Vegas. but you know, just moments in physical world, face-to-face moments that, you know, he's missed out on so much with the boys. But no, it was a good trip, and happy that I went. And then it was Tuesday, Joe said, you know, we didn't go anywhere during the summer, and you haven't traveled in a long time. Do you want to go somewhere this weekend? Because it's Labor Day weekend. The boys have off Monday from school. And I said, sure, why not? So this weekend we are going to check out Bisbee and Tombstone, Arizona. 2 places I've never been, but Joe says are really cute little small towns, especially Bisbee. And then I've always wanted to go to Tombstone to check that out. And then he also scheduled and planned a cave tour guided something. So the boys are all excited about that. So that'll be a good getaway, I guess. Again, I'm always freaking going somewhere, you guys. I don't want to say I can't, because I can. And then in 2 weeks I go to Vegas. Now that's a whole different, why are you going to Vegas? So on the 16th in Vegas at, I don't even know where the convention is being held at. It's a 1-day thing, but it's a Curiosities and Oddities show. So they're going to have dark, morbid, funky stuff that probably 99% of my viewers here have zero interest in. So it could be anything from taxidermied animals, which I do not do. I could not have some dead stuffed fox up on my shelf looking at me. No. But they have all kinds of vendors, and it could be, you know, soap makers that, and it could be nice stuff like handmade soaps, right? But then it could be jewelry designers, makers that use resin, right? And maybe in the resin they put in animal bones that they have found, or feathers or something. But then I could also pick up like really dark artwork, and maybe another human skull is possible to be there, because you can take human remains into Arizona. So I am so excited. Joe is terrified because 1, driving, 2, I have a whole car, 3, so you might want to really follow me over on Stitching and Sequins, because 2 weeks, God knows what the hell I'm gonna buy. He's like, can't you just go buy like a pair of shoes? And I said, look, I can go and buy those too. But yeah, he's scared to death with what I could bring home. So I'm all excited though. And then I don't know what else I have planned after Vegas. Something will come up. I'll get a hair of my ass and want to go somewhere else, or someone will invite me to go somewhere and I'll be like, sure, why not? Okay, that is it. I made it to the end of my list. I'm looking around. I think I have covered everything. Remember, if you are interested in the summer berries chart giveaway, you too can stitch this. Use the word summer in your comment. And oh, look right here. What have I been stitching on? So I took this with me a couple weeks ago, a month ago, when I had that huge selling off of Blackbird designs. The only one I kept was this, Down in the Valley. look, I can be feminine and soft and sweet, but then I have my times with them. So, not 9 count. This is 36 count using the DMC colors, and I absolutely love how it's coming out. So all I have left is the house that belongs there. So you'll see this is a finished. I was thinking maybe a pillow. I would do one of my pillows to finish this off, because I do like making the pillows. And yeah, still have not touched my ink circles piece, but definitely going to the shops and then being back and making myself stop working at whatever time to stitch. Now I really have the urge to pull out something new and start something new. So yeah, I was up the other day until 2 a.m. watching hurricane coverage from Florida. Love watching newscasts, weather live newscasts. So got a lot of stitching done that night, staying up till 2 a.m. All right, you guys, that's enough. Questions, comments, concerns, issues, whatever word you want to use, go ahead and put them down below. If you have any questions, hit me with some questions. I'll answer basically anything. And yeah, that is it. 1884stitchery.com, stitching in sequins. Thank you guys so much, and you guys will see me in a couple weeks. Bye.